Hi, y'all. Welcome to Hustle Humbly. It's Alyssa and Katie, and we are two top producing realtors in the Baton Rouge market.
We work for two different companies where we should be competitors, but we have chosen community over competition.
The goal of our podcast is to encourage you to find your own way in business.
So stop comparing yourself and start embracing your strengths. Hi, everybody. It's a bonus episode of Hustle Humbly.
You asked, and we are going to do our best to give our thoughts.
Yes, we are going to preface all of this with we are not medical professionals. We probably know less than the average person, or the same.
Yeah, probably the same.
I just know what I read and see. But again, not a medical professional. And so we're really not going to dive deep into
the virus itself.
Yeah, we're just going to talk about this from the perspective of realtors and what they can and maybe would want to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's good.
I also think we're a little bit nervous.
We are a little nervous because this is a big topic in the country right now. This is recorded.
Right.
And we don't want to say the wrong thing.
No.
So we're just here to tell you what we're doing with work.
Yes.
And as moms.
Yeah.
And, you know, we're just going to go from there and talk about it. And we did have a lot of you reach out to us and ask what we're doing, if we were going to have some sort of episode on how to handle this, what we should be telling our clients and things like that.
Yes, it felt okay to have a bonus episode about it.
Yes. So here we are.
Here we go.
What do you want to start with?
I want to start with the fact that we're going to post a picture of us sitting 6 feet apart.
Okay.
And y'all have no clue how far apart 6 feet is.
It's really far.
Get out a tape measure. It is bananas how far away it is.
You thought you were staying 6 feet away from people, but until you actually measure it, you don't even realize how far that is.
No, for sure not. So it's just kind of funny. I know what else I want to start with. We're going to try and not be too down. We're going to be a little up.
Yeah.
I cannot tell you. I think at least no less than 5 of my past clients and friends have sent me the meme that was realtors closing the deal with, "Can you see yourself quarantined here?"
That's the new tagline right now.
Right. Can you see yourself quarantined here?
What a lovely home to be quarantined in.
Yeah. So I am quarantined in my home with my 2 kids and my husband. And so we are homeschooling now.
Great.
1st and 4th grade.
I love it.
Shout out.
How's it going?
It's okay. It's not horrible. I'm not a teacher for a reason.
Sure.
And I would say Jay would agree that he is not. And I'm lucky, and we're lucky as realtors to have a lot of things we can do from home.
Yes.
So I still have work that I would like and need to do, but we've got to also teach those tots.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're just making it day by day.
Right.
Today's the first day we actually got lessons from school. So we're recording this, y'all, on March 18th. This whole situation has changed daily and hourly, and even based on where you live.
I know.
I haven't been following closely with what states are doing what at this point.
There are some that are going into total lockdown.
Yeah.
3 weeks at the moment, no leaving your house except for groceries or medical reasons.
Yeah. So in Louisiana, I think a lot of public places are starting to close.
Yes.
You can't go into a restaurant, but you can get takeout or delivery.
They will bring the donut holes to your car.
They brought it out to your car. I love it. And then schools obviously are shut down.
Yes.
And my school, as of right now, doesn't take back in until April 20th.
They're talking about extending that.
I know. So
this morning, I was listening.
So we have heard rumblings and suspect that, I don't even want to say this loud because my kids might hear, that they won't go back.
Oh, no.
Like the thought of 5 straight months of having my delightful children home is a source of stress and anxiety.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I just don't want to do the wrong thing.
Right.
So we're going to all just follow instructions and do what we're told. And
the good thing is everybody's being told the same thing.
Right.
It's not just you whose kids are, at home, or just you whose work is shut down, or whatever the case may be.
School has been awesome, and we're so fortunate and lucky to have online systems in place to where they have sent video lessons, and today we're hitting the ground running. They took all their books home last week. So, we're gonna do it.
So work-wise, have you been getting calls to show houses? Like what are your clients doing right now?
So let's see. I did go on a second showing on Sunday. And then Monday I had a walkthrough for new construction, and those are the last 2. So I didn't have anything yesterday, and I don't really have anything on the horizon scheduled. I had a client who's under contract request to go back to the house next week to meet a flooring person, and I got the agent to have the seller just open the door and leave it open for them, so that nobody had to meet them.
Sure.
I mean, it's under contract; it's fine. So I'm not going to go do that, and we're going to address closings and stuff. But I honestly don't know that I see anything out of the house for a little while.
There was an agent who was giving, it's a big team, and he was saying that last week on all their listings combined, they had 31 showings. And right now they had like 7.
Yeah. So I think that everyone is being cautious.
Yeah.
And that's wise. And I know that's probably making current listings. I was just fortunate that my 2 occupied listings were under contract already. Right. Before the end of last week. Because I really think that people kind of went about business as usual through the weekend almost. Yeah. And it's really just been this last couple of days.
And I think the next week, it's just going to continue to slow down.
I agree.
I've had sellers ask me if they should take their home off the market right now.
Okay, what's your advice?
I don't feel like we should take it off the market.
Yeah.
I heard an article about how online activity
is skyrocketing.
Yeah. People are saving homes online. Yeah. They're viewing, there's more views online. Well, then once we are given permission to move in the quarantine and move about, the showings might be overwhelming.
Well, that's what I think. I think pent-up demand is going to be crazy on both ends. If they hadn't yet listed a seller and they were considering it, they might wait, right?
We are waiting.
Okay.
I have a couple that I was going to list this week, but I just don't want, because when you list a new listing,
that's
the buzz and
that's the hot time. Yeah.
So I said, let's just play this out and see.
Yeah.
Because if especially if we go to like a mandated
then no one can go anyway.
Yeah. So now, I think we should just wait.
If you or your seller, new listing, not a current listing, but a new listing, if you or your seller are like, we want to move forward with this now, I think that virtual tours are a non-negotiable.
You have to have it.
You're going to have to get a real videographer, get them in there to take a nice tour, not one with your cell phone.
Yeah, like a
real tour, so that we can actually get a feel for the house without going inside. Because I even saw in some realtor groups I'm in posting about potentially working it almost like an investment. So you could see the online listing, you could make an offer, and then during inspections, you could see it in person.
Sure.
So that kind of makes sense. So if you're going to do it that way, you really need that virtual tour.
Yeah.
Because there's only so much good photos can do. You can't figure out the flow of the house.
Right.
You can't figure out the real floor plan because you're taking it from a singular angle. Even if you took all 4 angles of a room,
you can't tell.
You've no clue. So I think that a virtual tour is necessary if you're going to list. And if maybe you were just about to and you want to wait a couple weeks, I think that's okay.
Yeah, I don't think it's a big deal.
I don't think the market's going to come crashing down because you didn't list this week. I mean, agree. There's a million reasons why you might not have listed this week in the regular world.
Right.
So I think but I agree. I wouldn't take off the listings you currently have.
No. I mean, they're just going to sit there with the others.
Yeah.
For a little while.
I think that's okay. Another realtor group I was in was posting about if there are still showings going on in your listing with your sellers, to maybe have them turn on all the lights and open all the doors. Now, I mean, not the front and back door, but like the actual doors of the rooms and the closets maybe, so that people would have to touch less things while they were in your home. I think that habit is a problem for us.
It is. It's such a problem.
The habit may be that you turn off a light when you leave a room. I don't know that I would trust everyone is going to leave it on. So maybe it would lessen the amount of touching, but I still would, if you were the seller, go sanitize all the switches and doorknobs.
Yes. After showing.
After the showing. Yeah, just sanitize it. And then, as you're doing a showing, what are your, I have a realtor friend who's pregnant. She was in gloves. And I saw one agent posting they were requiring everyone to hand sanitize at they had put at the table in the foyer.
Okay.
So people come in, hand sanitize, and put on booties.
That's okay, I guess.
I don't know about the shoes. What?
I don't know.
Again, not a scientist or a doctor, so I'm not sure if you need to cover your shoes or not.
But I do know that there are situations where people have to look at a house.
That's a great point.
But we need to be filtering and really having serious conversations with our clients.
Yeah.
How important and urgent is it at this time?
I think drive-bys are key right now.
If you haven't driven by the house,
Yeah.
if your client hasn't driven by the house to make sure they love it from the outside.
Right, in the neighborhood.
Because how many times have you pulled up and they're like, it's not what I thought.
Right.
So encouraging your clients to do drive-bys, stay in their car,
right.
and scope out neighborhoods and things like that.
Yeah.
So that's huge. But I think too, it's okay to say we are not doing any showings at this time.
Yeah.
Even like, I have a closing on Friday. I was just talking to you about it. And now the title companies are saying, if you are not a essential signing party, do not come.
Yeah, no lender, no realtor.
This is like the only time in our career where we've ever had permission. Yeah. And it's like government mandated.
Right. I know.
To say no.
That's what I wrote in my notes. Y'all, especially if you're like us and you're been in a while and you are consistently busy, take 2 days off, like legitimately.
Right.
Don't open your email. Don't think about real estate. Don't read a real estate book. Don't even listen to the podcast.
Don't.
Just take 2 full days off. This may be the only time in your real estate career that you can really actually reset.
Yeah.
Reset.
And we have some really good episodes for things to be doing while you are stuck at home now.
I think you're right. So on my notes, we have already done what to do when you're new or slow.
Yes, and we have recorded that episode.
Many episodes ago.
Full of good things to be doing in the downtime.
I'll actually tell y'all what number that was so that you can go check it out. But there are things in there that are obviously, if you had to go out, you couldn't do. But there are tons of stuff that you can do at home.
Yeah.
That was episode 17, and it aired on December 2nd.
Okay.
So y'all go back to that one. And then next week's episode, I'm not sad to tell y'all, is preparing for busy.
Because we knew that we were about to enter the busy season of summer,
right.
And there's so much that you can do leading up to the busy season. And I think that once this quarantine situation is over, we are going to go into busy like we have never. So know that when you're listening next week, the virus was not on our radar when we recorded that.
At all.
Because we recorded it a while ago.
Yeah.
So it has no mention of the virus or anything like that.
But it's really practical tips.
Yeah, things to do at home.
Preparing for busy. So, hey,
and your car.
Right. It's going to be very helpful, and that's going to air on Monday, the 23rd, March 23rd.
Perfect.
So if you listen to them out of order, you can go back to preparing for busy. I think that's going to be a good one.
Being home has made me realize why I don't sit still often. I enjoy resting. Like, I enjoy watching my shows and napping, but like, I become like a sloth.
You're either all go or all off. You're all on or all off.
I have to stay busy. And so I'm trying to find like projects. Like yesterday, I cleaned out under my laundry room sink.
I saw your photo.
I didn't even know there was stuff under there that was there.
That's amazing.
And like my cleaning lady kept telling me I was out of floor cleaner. And so I kept ordering more. And then like 3 weeks later, I found like 7 bottles in the back.
Oh my word.
It was like lying. Shoved back there. Like
I don't even to be organized.
So I just organized it and I feel so good. And now I want to do like my pantry.
I know. I have a list of like closet work and
but it's like we always say we wish we had time to just be home and do projects around the house. And I saw something that said, everyone's yard is going to be yard of the month because everybody's stuck at home now.
We are making a garden.
Yeah, that's
one of my last actual shopping outside of the house was over the weekend. I grabbed the stuff to make the garden, veggies, butterfly plants, all the things I need because the kids, they got to do something.
Yeah.
So they're going to become gardeners. That yard is going to look good.
That's awesome.
Oh my God, it's so funny. Okay, so the other one I thought that they could do, and y'all, if you haven't gotten an email about coronavirus, COVID-19 from every freaking thing you ever signed up for.
I have never even.
I was like, what?
Oh my gosh.
How does this play into this company?
Like my coffee shop. I didn't even know they had my email address.
Right. So friends, I mean, I small business owners, close your ears, but now is a great time to unsubscribe to all the list. If it's something you literally don't want to keep up with. This will keep your email inbox clean, clean, clean.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I couldn't even believe some of them.
I know.
I was
It
just
was
like,
amazing.
Yeah. So it's a good time to see what email list you're on because they're going to send you an email. If they didn't, they're closed down because everyone sent one.
Yeah, I know.
Everybody sent one. Okay. I think it's a good time to put systems in place.
For sure.
If you haven't listened to the email template episode, that was episode 31 and aired on March 9th. And that will walk you through how to get some templates ready for your buyers and sellers. And I think that's a good thing to do right now.
Mm-hmm.
Any kind of system.
Yeah. And for templates, we are going to work on...
We are going to create
a Corona template for you.
Yeah. We're going to try. So maybe after this episode, we'll have some good ideas.
Yeah. We'll just... It'll basically just be a template for your sellers and then one for your buyers.
Yeah.
Just saying... whatever is going on in your market.
I know. Protocol.
Yeah. Things like that.
I
Just
think
kind
that's
of basic, kind of like everybody else is doing, like your coffee shop.
Yeah, that's right. It's time for you to check in with those people.
It's time for you to check in with those people.
That's
so we'll
right.
try to put something together for you for free.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Mm-hmm.
What else you got? You know what I want to do? I'm going to actually, this current week that we're recording this in is all about closings, which is hilariously ironic because we may not be going to any closings for a while.
Right.
But I think we can talk about, I've gotten an email, for the record, I did not unsubscribe from my title companies, but I got an email from pretty much 2 or 3 or 4 title companies talking about what they're doing.
Sure.
Their policies right now, and I want to read some of it. They're suggesting that only signing parties attend closings. Realtors and lenders, please have your clients e-sign documents if possible. If e-signing isn't an option, you can email the documents to the title company and they'll get the clients to sign them at closing. They're going to try, this particular office was going to keep buyers and sellers in separate rooms. They also, a couple of offices said if you arrived as a seller or buyer and want to call from the parking lot instead of waiting in the lobby, they would call you when it was your time to come in.
So I heard doctor's offices, like you call, they come take your temperature in your car and you wait in your car until you're called on your phone.
Love it.
Perfect.
I think that's great.
Yeah. Hello, friends.
Hi, y'all.
Our template course has launched.
It's out there.
And we have been getting some really positive feedback.
Yes, I have some great feedback I wanted to share with you guys. We had one purchaser say, thank you for these templates. As a new agent, I feel it would have taken me years to create these on my own.
That's awesome.
I know, it's so great. And then I had, these are so incredibly helpful. What a great investment. Thank you for your time and efforts putting these together. I think that you guys, this is the answer to saving yourself some time.
It helps you put systems in place. It keeps you professional. It keeps you consistent. It just makes everything run so much smoother.
So much smoother. You're never going to forget to tell somebody something.
No, because it's all there.
It's all there. And you're going to edit it to make it sound like your voice if you'd like. And it's going to be perfect for your business.
Yeah. So go check out our template course.
Yes.
At
hustlehumblypodcast.com.
Perfect.
Okay. Enjoy. Bye. I mean, just minimize. And then I think it just obviously talks about the attorneys are going to wash their hands before and after every closing, not shake your hand. This is hard right now.
It's so hard.
I mean,
we're so friendly.
And it's maybe like also part of being Southern. So I went into the showing on Sunday and my clients are past clients. It was our second showing. They brought the mom, so grandma and the baby, and grandma knows me. We've seen each other at many showings because I've sold both of her kids a house.
Okay.
She wants to run up and give me a big hug. And I'm like, back off. It's not about me. It's about you.
Right.
So I'm like, girl, you are over 60. I need you to not hug people. And she's like, I know, it's so hard. And so like, and now that I've looked at what 6 feet is,
it's so far.
We might
Everybody's
as well have
infected. I know.
We might as well have hugged.
Might as well.
I mean, so it's hard. It's hard to stop those handshakes. The other title office I got an email from, let me see, was talking about, that their staff is working from home as much as they can, that they're practicing social distancing, sanitation, and hand washing, that their docu-routing software allowed parties to leave immediately after signing. So they would get you your documents in email. So once you'd sign, you roll out.
Okay.
And then, I mean, it basically, again, with the parking lot and don't go in the lobby. And that's it. Absolutely only want the necessary parties at closing. And that's pretty much the deal. They did mention here that they'd been asked numerous times about signing via Skype or other video teleconferencing. And unfortunately, there's currently no law that allows for that in the context of a real estate transaction in Louisiana.
Right.
I don't have a clue about other states.
Okay.
So it says, therefore, we're going to continue to need humans to sign documents. But, I mean, if they lock it all down, I don't know what's going to happen.
It's going to be rough.
Because I've got some closings at the beginning of April that are...
We're moving some of ours sooner. As soon as we can.
Okay, that's going to stress me out.
I know.
All right, moving on. I'm not trying to stress myself out. Okay, do we talk about any practical tips for buyers if the buyer goes in the house?
Well, they were saying try to limit showings to vacant homes only.
Oh, that makes sense.
So if there's people, you might just have to wait and save it.
Okay, makes sense.
Or call that listing agent and instead of just requesting an appointment, ask the right questions, you know? Are your sellers in the at-risk category? How are they feeling about showings?
Right.
Is there any, should we wear gloves? Should we, like, what do you need us to do if it's a must? But remember, it is okay to say no.
Yeah, for sure. Ultimately, there are going to be some people that are needing to buy and sell right now.
I know. Like, I have a few people that their job is very time sensitive and we have to find them something. So
Oh, speaking of job, I know you got some info from lenders. Do you want to share that?
I reached out to some of our local lenders here to just say that we were recording, and is there anything that you would want the public to know?
Okay.
Because I don't know about you, but when the feds announced that the interest rate was 0,
oh my word,
that confused a lot of people.
Very confusing.
And I started getting all sorts of text messages. I had a girl who I've been working with for like years in communication with. Like we maybe haven't really looked at houses, but she's always emailing me houses and we're making notes. And anyway, she said, should I buy right now? I mean, 0% interest is free.
There's no such thing as free money.
There's no such thing. So the number one thing that all of them said back was mortgage rates are not 0%. Right. So just get that out of your head.
Which is kind of funny if you think about it, because they tell us what the Fed rate is all of the time and nobody pays any mind.
No, but then you hear 0. Now so right now they're between 0 and 0.25.
Okay.
Which is the lowest it's ever been in the history.
Right.
So that's why people are freaking out so much. Now, it is going to be lower.
Yeah.
But not that much lower than what it has been.
Well, right, because it got so low.
It got so low
and then
already.
They had to like go back up just because they couldn't deal with demand.
They couldn't sustain it.
I know. It's a supply and demand thing.
Now, while you're stuck at home, you can refi from home.
Sure can.
You don't have to go meet anyone. You don't have to. Right. So they are saying that they are seeing people save hundreds of dollars a month on their note by refinancing, and like tens of thousands over the life of the loan.
For sure.
So, you know, it would be smart to review your rate right now and see if, you know, you want to consolidate some things, pay off debt. But they said that interest rates are like a whole point lower than they were this time last year.
Right.
Which makes a really big difference in your monthly note.
It makes a big difference in what you can afford, too, if you're actually buying.
And I think just like anything, they were saying that they really want us to focus on long term.
Right.
We are in a scary place right now. We don't know what the next month is going to hold. We don't know what the next 2 months are going to hold.
Right.
We don't know where we're going to be in the fall.
Yeah.
But the big scheme of things is that this won't last forever.
Right.
And that we just need to be prepared during this time.
Yeah.
Yesterday, March 17th, Rural Development said that they are still doing business as usual.
Okay.
They are not behind. They are just still there.
Yep.
The lenders are having some issues with verification of employment.
Okay.
Because no one is really at the HR office. Like people are working from home.
Right.
So nobody's answering phones and you have to verify employment.
Right.
And then there are some people that when they are called to verify employment, they say, well,
we're not there right now.
Or like we don't, like as of right now, they are not
currently working.
Because there are some situations where you have to have 40 hours a week consistently. And if you don't, it gets you kicked out. But they did say that they are making the guidelines on that a lot more lenient.
Good.
So they're making exceptions and they're taking it case by case, but it's just something to think about.
I think that's good.
So that was what our lenders really wanted people to know. And also I've told all my buyers that have asked me lender questions. I'm not a mortgage lender.
Right.
Email this lender.
Yeah.
But listen, they are overwhelmed right now.
It's going to be hard.
They are overwhelmed. You know, you may have to follow up again. If you don't get an immediate response or no response at all,
right,
email them again and just say, hey, just wanted to make sure you got this.
But not on the same day.
Yeah, maybe.
Give them like 24 hours.
Yeah, give them 24 hours and check in. But the lenders are doing everything they can. My dad said he has been having to decline.
Because it's so many appraisals.
Because he cannot do them all in the time frame.
Yeah.
So, you know, they're just doing everything they can.
Yeah.
The lenders and appraisers right now are going to be really bogged down. They're going to be more bogged down than we are as realtors.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Especially right now because they can be doing stuff.
Yes.
Like they can be working on refis and appraising homes and things like that. We're kind of in a waiting period.
Right. I agree.
So understand that it's going to take a while for appraisals to come back. Lenders, I mean, we might need to give them 40, 45 day close times just to keep everything running smoothly.
I also think that if you're a buyer who's like, I'm going to wait, it is still not a bad idea to do your pre-approval now.
Yes.
Most lenders have an online application. You can tell them that obviously you want to be in line, but it's not a rush. But this is a great time of preparation. A lot of people don't move or put it off because it's a time-consuming process.
Right.
Oh, I don't have time to do my pre-approval. I'm, at work. I'm with my kids. We have soccer. We have all the things.
You have nothing right now.
It is and look, a pre-approval doesn't last forever, but they will keep your records. So even if they have to update your credit report or something,
so much easier.
There's no reason not to do it now because guess what? At the end of all this, a lot of those listings are going to hit the market all at once. And you want to be prepared as a buyer because you might have a good opportunity and rates likely will still be very low.
Yeah.
Okay. By the same token, I think seller prep is just huge right now. If you are considering selling your house in the next 6 months to a year, now is a great time to get with your realtor via Skype or phone, get the tips and start preparing your house. You're at home cleaning the closets and under the cabinets.
Yeah.
You might as well do what you need to prepare for selling. Now, I don't know that I would refi if I was planning to sell in the next year. So also keep that in mind. It doesn't there are some fees associated with your refi that it wouldn't make any sense.
Right.
So there's that. Also, I mean, if you're going to move, you don't need to refi. Okay. Anything else you have?
That's it.
Oh, I have a couple more.
Okay.
As a realtor with your extra time on your hands.
Yes.
And after you took your 2 days off.
Yes.
I think that you can stay positive by doing positive activities. Send thank you notes or just check in with old clients via Facebook, email, all the things that we talk about in the database episode.
Do you mean your elder clients or your past clients? Because you said check in with your old clients.
Past clients. Hey, you should check on the elderly as well.
Yes, check on everybody.
But any of your past clients, I think it would be, or anybody on your database, check in, send some thank you notes, send out some market reports.
Yeah.
Hey, if you have time on your hands, I can fill it for you.
Yeah, there's a lot you can be doing that will make you come out ahead.
Right. Send us a DM. We'll give you a list. In fact,
one
maybe
of the lenders
we'll work one up.
This is really the time where the people that do what they're supposed to in this downtime are going to be the ones that are going to crush it next quarter.
Well, yeah.
Because they're going to have
somebody's got to be there doing
the ground running.
Right. The other thing I wanted to say as a realtor, if you have this time on your hands, work on mindset stuff.
Yes.
And there is so much good online education. Or knock out your continuing education hours.
Oh my gosh, how good would that be?
Just do them online. It's great. I mean, just take care of it. Work on growth, mindset, classes, that kind of stuff.
Is that all you have?
I think so.
Okay, I'm going to end with a question.
Oh gosh, I'm so nervous.
If you had to talk to yourself 10 days ago, knowing what you know now, what would you have told yourself?
If I had to talk to myself 10 days ago, what would I don't, you know what? I don't know that there's anything I could have done to.
I wish that I had more hand sanitizer. I have like enough for a normal day, and I don't need it for like, you know, a 3-month supply, but I wish like my
I would have liked to have been able to bring it to sellers or you know,
I wish I had extra to give to people or to keep in my car instead of just one that I carry.
Well, I will tell you that Amazon did bring my regular delivery. I wasn't like extra ordering, but of toilet paper, and I thought for sure that was not going to show up. Because I get it, you know, whatever, every other month.
I went to order some Lysol wipes on Amazon, and it said it will arrive April 17th.
You were like, oh, man, I'm going to be all germy by then.
I know. But they were saying, I read an article, too, that was saying there's more than Lysol and hand sanitizer that kills the virus.
Oh, yes. You can home make it with some stuff.
Yeah, like there's plenty of things that sanitize. Yeah. Besides like, you know, the name brand stuff that we go to.
I don't know that I would have told myself anything much different other than get my kids to go outside and see people.
Yeah.
When they could.
Yeah. Do it while you can.
Hug all the people while you can.
And I'm curious, like, we're still in the very early stages of this. I'm so curious to know where we're going to be in 30 days.
I know, like, this episode may make 0 sense in 7 days.
I know.
I mean, some of it, you're still going to be at home.
Yeah.
You know, maybe we need to do movie recs and, I don't know. Like, it's interesting times.
Yes.
But it's going to be okay.
Yeah, we're here.
This too shall pass.
Yep.
All that stuff. I'm looking at it as an opportunity to reset my household and reset my
spring cleaning.
It's like spring cleaning on freaking steroids.
Yes.
Just like get out there and clean the stuff, plant the garden.
Yeah.
Do all the things. But just do them all alone with your family.
Right.
Don't go out. Yeah, I'm good.
Me too.
I hope that everyone
safe out there, guys.
Everyone take care of yourself. Please,
you know, it's okay to say no. We have the perfect excuse right now. No one's going to blame you.
Right. And if you lose a buyer or seller because they want you to do something that isn't safe,
that's
okay.
You're the real winner.
That's right. I mean, it's not going to do anybody any good if we're all sick.
Right.
Okay. You want to do the toast?
We would like to toast to all of our healthcare workers and teachers out there.
They're working overtime.
Yes.
And, you know, in trying times.
And the teachers that aren't working overtime because they're at home.
Well, they still have to figure out how to
do all this, but we just appreciate you.
Oh my gosh, so much. I appreciate you just seeing what you do.
You know, parents are teaching their kids.
I mean, not that I didn't before, but whoa.
That's a lot. It's a whole new level.
It's a whole nother level. I miss the teachers.
Yeah, so cheers to all the healthcare workers and teachers out there.
You guys are awesome. Keep your head up. You got it.
Okay,
bye, friends.
See you Monday.
Yeah, right.
Thank you so much for tuning in to the Hustle Humbly podcast. Let us know who we should toast to for the next episode.
Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Hustle Humbly Podcast. If you have an episode, topic, or question, please email us at hustlehumblypodcast@gmail.com.
Be sure to subscribe to the podcast and leave a review. See you next week. Bye.
This is the good life.